Hello, beautiful divine one. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for coming to co-create here with me, with us, with Source, with all the other yous, with all the other expressions of Source consciousness, because that is what you are. This is just a reminder. You know what you are. If this message has found you, you know that you are more than you could even begin to understand. What I'm hearing is like you are all that you've hoped for. You are all that you have hoped for. And this, with this message, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is very much the card combination that came through yesterday with that deck, which was the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This you coming to your own rescue. So if this message has found you, you are at a very interesting juncture. I would imagine that you are like on the precipice. It's like if you were to, a nice imagery would be your toes are just about to touch the water. Like you're at 111. You're standing in the sand and you've been waiting, or perhaps you've been walking towards the water, either which way, and the water is just about to touch your toes. And like what I feel there is like once your toes get wet, there really is, like there is no going back for you. But you won't want to go back. Like there is something that clicks into place, like an understanding that is remembered, or a knowing that is remembered, something that is remembered, because what I'm seeing is something uncovered. So you have it already, it's something that is buried deep, because what I'm seeing is like these hands digging on beach sand, trying to, it's almost like they're digging to China, the hole is so big, like they're trying to find something buried in the sand. So what this brings up, or what I'm sensing here, is that this is an activation of sorts, but it's an activation that you bring in, because you bring everything in. So if this message has found you, I'm feeling that you are at the threshold of something really big, really life-changing. And not so much in the sense that that anything in your life will change. Maybe everything will stay the same, 2, 3, 4. But life-changing in the sense that you will see and experience everything so differently that it will almost be as if you were experiencing everything new. There is so much magic hidden everywhere that it's almost like with the busyness of our brains, our eyes can't see. Sometimes when you stop and you pause and you look at the light and you just go into stillness, you can see sometimes. I would imagine. I know for me, I can see many things in light if I look. And sometimes if you squint your eyes, right, you're not seeing through your human eyes. You're seeing through the eyes of your soul. So this is why, like, sometimes we can only get glimmers of the magical, of the mystical, of our guides, of angels, of whatever, because it's all energy, right? It's all energy. It's like little orbs of light that just fly around, or you might see it out the corner of your eye. So what I'm being told that the reason this is coming through is because they want you to know that with this activation, it is an activation. It's an activation unlike anything you've ever known. You're going to, yes, experience more and more synchronicities, see and experience more magic and miracles, but it's not going to look the same. It's not going to necessarily be angel numbers. It might not be just like 1111s, or it's going to be more. So for some of you, maybe you will begin seeing things. I'm hearing that for some of you, there are sources, like streams of consciousness. The best word that I can use here is like excitedly yearning, or waiting in anticipation to be channeled through you, for you to give permission for them to channel through you, through your unique lens, through your unique being. 444. So this is, I'm kind of like, I'm getting such chills. There's so much excitement there. There's so much excitement everywhere for you, right? I'm hearing applause. I'm kind of being reminded of the fact that other people or beings, beings is the word, other beings in other dimensions are talking about you. They've noticed you. And it's almost like, I really, really like this imagery in a way. It may resonate, it may not. I feel like it's interesting imagery. So have any of you seen The Hunger Games or read the books? Or do you know the concept? If not, here's a quick rundown. A whole bunch of people are taken from like villages, and there's a couple from each village. There's 12 villages, and I think it's every year, there's the Hunger Games, right? And these two people have to go and fight in like the jungle, like an arena, a man-made arena where only one of them can survive. But people on the outside can watch everything that's taking place and assist those if they choose to. Maybe they're the favorites, right? So this is kind of like you're being so assisted at this time, like you don't even know it. And I feel that you will actually, I know, and I'm hearing and I'm being told that if this message is for you, you will feel the resonance of those words. And if you don't, then it's not for you, and that is okay. It means that there is something better for you, right? Because if something doesn't resonate, it doesn't mean that you're losing out. It means that you're gaining. You're gaining from not wasting time placing your focus that is not in a place that is not really illuminating you. Because when we place our focus on what is resonant, when we place our energy in areas in what is resonant, we are illuminating ourselves more and more. Okay, when you answer the call of you in the now, when you hear what you are saying to you, like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I don't want to do this. Yes, I wanted to, but now I don't want to anymore. And that's a big one, friends. I've made an appointment, I need to keep my appointment. It's linear. It's how things were. I'm hearing a chuckle. It's how things were, because I know scheduling and appointments is really, really important. But here's the thing. If you do not feel called to go to an appointment that you scheduled last month, cancel it and change it without feeling shame, blame, guilt, anxiety, any of those things. This is where you step into the driver's seat so that your reality, your universe, can meet you where you're at, can support you, can show up for you. But if you don't choose you and you don't have faith that by choosing you, your reality is going to show up for you, then you're playing in an old paradigm. I'm hearing broken paradigm, right? Because it's broken. You broke it. It's not for you. You broke the mold on it. When you came here, you just pretended that you didn't, right? Temporarily you forgot, and now you are remembering. And in order to remember, you have to do things differently. 0808, and that number has been seeing me everywhere. I've been seeing that number everywhere, both ways, right? The number has been seeing me, and for me, it's a number that's simple. Why am I getting stuck here? Okay, let me just slow down. It's a number that signifies abundance, right? For me, it is the abundance portal, and the abundance portal is steering you. It's here. It's here. It's here for you. And this message is to remind you that you are here to choose you. It is the only way, really. It is the only way, because you choosing you shows the universe that you believe that you are deserving, that you are worthy, that you know, that you believe. And that's all that it really comes down to, is you, your beliefs, your knowing, your trust. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. The energy in which you do things is all that matters. If you are canceling an appointment because you're lazy or because you're whatever, different energy, friends, different result. Not choosing you. Not choosing you, making an excuse to not choose you, maybe. So it's all about the energy in which we do things, and we need to look at things in that way. Our humans make a decision, and then sometimes we look at all the stories, all the outcomes, all the this, all the that. No, that's what we are stepping out of. So this message, that message, all these messages, because all these videos are about you choosing you. They're here to remind you that when you choose you, you jump through a choice portal that brings you more and more and more of all that you came here for. When you do not choose you, you experience more and more and more of what you came here to escape, right? It's like you came here to have a dual experience. So you would experience feeling all of these things so that you would remember your truth, free yourself from the limitations of this human experience. Some of them, in any case. You can't free yourself from all of them. Gravity is here until you are not. So you came to free yourself from many of the human experience constraints. And now you need to, and it is a need, friends, because it's only something you can do. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can choose for you. Nobody can take those steps. Only you. And I'm seeing in my mind's eye a beautiful imagery of just a hand coming to take your hand. You're still standing on the ocean. This is all energetic. And I'm just seeing that, being reminded that you are really guiding yourself. You are supporting yourself. You being source, 1111. This is your design. Put fear away. Put fear away and start to play. 9111. Start to play this game. Start to play this game your way. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. You need to believe that you are magic before the magic can actually come alive everywhere. Okay, you need to, and it is a need, because once again, if you do not believe that your reality is going to show up and support you, it will not show up and support you. Your reality is an extension of yourself, right? That is why you create it. And if this message has found you, you have either just stepped into creator mode, or you've been playing as a reality creator for a little while. Like you've been experimenting with this new level of magic, because that's really what it is. It's a new level of magic that is now available to you. Okay, I'm being told to stop there and take out the cards. So if this resonates with you, my name is Angela. I channel Source Consciousness daily through for you guys. And Source just wants you to know I'm really hearing well done in my mind. And it sounds, for my human, I kind of don't like that, because it feels like it's coming from, I don't know. It's strange for me to say well done. But it's not from me. It's from Source, and it's from you, and it's well done. Because I'm just hearing that things are being really, really difficult, really, really uncomfortable. Okay, grounding yourself if you feel called to with your breath in this magical now. Breathing into your nose to capacity, holding for a moment or two at the source of you before fully surrendering on each exhale. Breathing at your own pace, just opening to receive on your inhales, softening to surrender on your exhales. Okay, interesting energy. I feel like things are slipping away, like the cards seem to be slipping into place, like slowly, like all the stuff that has been happening, all that you have been doing has been to grease the wheels. I'm seeing imagery of like waxing your board, right? So you've been preparing. You've been, everything that you've been doing, everything that you've been experiencing, everything that you've been alchemizing, all the ways that you have chosen you. It's the chosen you is fantastic, but what they're wanting me to emphasize here is that for some of you, those decisions, so the ways that you had to choose you, weren't pretty or nice. It wasn't choosing to make a cup of tea. It was choosing to do something really, really big, and choosing yourself in a really, really big way, and a little bit of a scary way. And I say this at 223. For me, this is really, really relevant for you, because by choosing yourself in this way, you really have stepped out of duality, right? You've stepped into the place where you are a little bit in the driver's seat. Like I said, I feel this, I can't say it any other way other than that you have stepped into creator mode. Like that's what I'm feeling. You have stepped into this place. Okay, we have the High Priestess at the bottom. High Priestess being a 2. You're done. You're done hiding in the shadows. You're done playing small. You're done. Sorry, I see. This is my painting jacket. On weekends, you guys often get me a little bit more messy than during the week. Being a mommy, weekends are busy. So, okay. Coming out of duality, coming out of shadow, coming into the light. I'm really being reminded of some information that I shared on yesterday's video's comments, which is that tonight, where I am, which is South Africa, I don't know if it's different other places, the timing will obviously be different, but it is Virgo new moon. So we're going into Virgo season, but what I find really interesting, I don't know what the cards are here, we're going to see in a moment. What I find really interesting and what really resonated when I came across this information, I'm getting huge confirmations here, friends. So if you choose for this to be for you, it's for you, right? With this Virgo new moon, which happens to be known as a black moon, because there are 3 new moons and a 4 new moon in a cycle, something along those lines, but it's a black moon. This black moon, this Virgo season, this Virgo new moon season is going to awaken so much within you that you cannot deny your divinity. You cannot deny that you are a reality creator. You cannot deny any of it. This is happening collectively, but obviously you can choose for it not to be for you, right? This is the beauty of free will. Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Death and Rebirth card, Temperance, the 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. I'm being called to the fact that there are 5 cards, and they've even asked me to put it in a little bit of a spread, which they usually do not ask me to do. So we've got the Temperance card. I'm not going to move the camera, friends. Work your imagination. I'm hearing that using your imagination is so key, that we need to get more comfortable with it. Okay, so we have, it's 4 cards, think of like 4 squares. So we have the Temperance, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the Death and Rebirth card, with the 6 of Swords in the middle of all of them. The 6 of Swords being very much, I want to say, the anchor to old earth you. That's what I'm feeling here. The anchor to old earth you, to all that is being illuminated at this time, to not be for you, to not be the true you. Right? Because we attach to everything, every story, every emotion, everything everybody said about us, right? This has obviously been happening far less and less, but I'm hearing that for some of you it still happens. For some of you it still happens, where somebody might say something and it may put you off kilter, right? I'm just seeing like wonky feet, like on a balancing thing, like movement. Okay, so on the talk of balance and movement, the Temperance and the 2 of Pentacles. This 2 of Pentacles is very much about movement, right? It is about choosing you. It is about changing the way that you do things. It is about going with the flow. It is also, I'm hearing about trusting, right? Trusting that you have everything in your satchel, everything that you need. Things are coming into balance. So beautiful, friends. But it's coming into balance in a way that you could never have foreseen. Never have foreseen. So I don't know what has felt. I'm hearing for some of you, everything has felt out of balance. I'm hearing that this is because it is kind of like the rebirth moment, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And this is, being reminded we have the Death and Rebirth card here. Okay, so we have these 2, when you choose you, even if it throws things out, right? Even if it appears to your human that everything becomes more messy, allow the dust to settle. Allow the dust to settle. Allow the balance to come in, right? For things to move and shift, things have to move and shift. It's like moving houses. It's messy, right? You pack up, fine, when everything's clean, you've got everything boxes, all neat and tidy, and then you put it in a car, you put it in a van, you drive it somewhere else, kapoom, kapang, everything's messy again. Moving is messy. And you're moving to other, like, higher dimensions, higher frequencies. You are moving. Things are going to be a little bit messy. This is what Source wants you to know. And it's beautiful. Messy is beautiful, right? Enjoy the ride. If someone, Source, anyone, any being were to tell you, anyone could make you this promise right here, right now, that everything is going to be okay, everything is going to work out for you, and if you just choose you, your dreams are going to come true, and more. But you have to choose you always. And anything that comes up when you are choosing you is for alchemy, right? If you worry about what other people are going to say, there's alchemy there. There's alchemy. There's something for you to use your alchemy on, right? There's a way for you to anchor the light, because it's just not true. Doesn't matter what anybody says about you. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. Never has, never will, never could. Because you are in the driver's seat. It only matters, it only becomes important if you believe that it is. And in which case, then it becomes important. Important for you to free yourself from. So you will experience lots of it. And that is, they're wanting me to emphasize this because of this Virgo season, right? Your choices are going to make this Virgo season pleasant, like a pleasant surprise, or it can make it an uncomfortable ride. And they're not saying this to scare you. They're not saying this to scare you. This is really about preparing you for all that is to come. So if you play in a low vibrational paradigm, you will experience low vibrational paradigm things that reinforce that paradigm, right? Because paradigms are just things that get reinforced. So if you play in a particular paradigm, you will experience things reinforcing that paradigm. If you attach to it, right? If it crosses your mind and you let it go, no, you're fine. They're wanting you to know that you are always divinely compensated for everything that you do. This is a game that you can't lose. You are always divinely compensated. Source wants you to live in your heaven on earth, and it's your heaven on earth because you created, you bring it in, and it is for you. This is why only you can choose you. You create it through your choices. And if you are choosing low vibrational choices, you will remain where you are. You will fluctuate, right? Everything is energy. You are done fluctuating. You are done fluctuating. You are really ready to beat to your own drum with this Knight of Wands. This is really where you are done in the most beautiful way. Just, I'm done, now what? Not, I'm done, just, okay, cool, I don't have to be like that anymore. I don't have to think like that anymore. I never have to be afraid ever again. Here now, there is no fear, and here now is where you are being called to be always, right? Here now, which is now. Are you afraid? I know you could be if you allowed yourself to think about fearful things. This is where everything that is not for you really gets left behind, right? You choose what is for you, and what is for you, drives you, pulls you. It actually pulls you there. It actually pulls you there. It kind of, it's like everything that is for you is here. And your heaven on earth is here, and you are here. And when you choose you, like what all these choices of you in the middle represent, it like pulls you and your heaven closer together. It's not just you that it's pulling. Energetically, it's pulling you both together. This is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, so I hope that it visually, well, it makes sense, that you can visualize what it is and understand what they're trying to show. And this sort of, I'm hearing that this is due to the abundance portal, right? This abundance portal that has opened up due to after Lionsgate, which is still open. It's kind of never going to close. This portal within a portal that you accessed, it's never going to close. So everything will forever be amplified. Did you hear that, friends? Everything will forever be amplified. When you don't choose you, amplified. When you do choose you, amplified. When you don't choose you, all Source wants to do is assist you in remembering how free you are, how good it gets to be. So this message has found you. Oh, it's like when I'm seeing, you need to close the door. There is a door. There is a door that you need to close, and it's not a physical door, although it may be. It may be for some of you. Let's pull a clarifier or two there. I'm actually going to pull from this spirit deck. I'm going to read from the book. Okay, the rabbit. Okay, let's see. There may be some meows in a few minutes. I want to say, I don't know if he's a stray cat. His name happens to be Norman. He is a kitty cat, and he is peeking at me from the door. He may meow. He's actually made appearances a few times when I've been doing readings. I wondered what that's all about. Okay, where is the rabbit? Elephant? Sorry, friends. But I do know that all of this always happens for a reason. Okay. I think we're almost there. Oh my goodness, no, I have no idea where it is. Water? No. I feel like I have to page through this book from cover to cover. I am not finding it. Oh wait, I think it's going to be here, rabbit. Okay, I'm being really called to say to you, the earthworm, because it got stuck on the earthworm. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We all have felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. Okay, to rabbit. And they really did want that to come through. I got major confirmations for whomever that was for. But I find this, we all go through earthworm energy, right? We all go through it. It just looks different. It just looks different. And we are all here to be in service of one. So this spiritual hierarchy, it's got to go. It's got to go. Not just because of this card. It's about checking in with your inner authority, friends, always. Checking in with your inner authority and trusting you. Okay, rabbit. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. See this hesitancy? The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit, they shape your destiny. Your choices are portals, your words are spells, friends, and that is really the message today. It is. I'll shuffle and see if there's anything that wants to come through from the tarot, but in this ending, in this shift, in this death of all that was not you, and it's not death in the sense that it leaves you, it's always there, but you are friends with it, right? Everything is perfect, including you. You are the most perfect. All of you, every part of you, every version of you. No version of you is better than the other version. But the version that sits here now, or stands here watching this video, what Source wants you to know? You have never been this version. Like, where you are, where you find yourself here now, is beyond where you have ever been before. You've shifted beyond what you can currently comprehend, and it is going to become known to you, right? It's like this is the activation. More and more it's going to happen slowly, because if it happened all at once, it might be a little bit overwhelming. I'm being told to just remind you to pay attention to your nervous system. Some somatic breathing exercises can be of assistance. You can find short ones on YouTube, but there are lots of techniques. 7 of Wands. Yes, friends. Cherish your light. Cherish your light. Nurture your light. Nurture you. That's really what this is about right now. So you have reached the point where it's like you can kind of take a little bit of a rest. Definitely rest. Easy. And never worry again. Never worry. Every time you have a fear, put it to sleep. Stop playing there. Start. It all begins with you beginning. Beginning to do things differently. Beginning to use your brain differently. The kitty cat is now right over there. I feel like this is huge confirmation for you, friends. Oh, don't know if you can see him. There we go. Okay. I think you guys might have caught a glimpse of my little one sleeping there. Okay. So you are really at a point where, like, take stock. Look after you. Trust what you are saying to you. Trust what your reality, trust the conversation that your reality is having with you at this time. Everything that you need to know is right there. I'm just, like, I'm hearing that everything is different now. Take it how it resonates, friends. Have a beautiful, magical now. Thank you for co-creating this message, this video with me today. And thank you, Kitty Cat, for co-creating here too. Okay. He actually shuffled and sat and kind of looked up at me. So I feel very much that all, it's like all is well. That's what I'm feeling in this moment. All is well. And that's what I'm being called to share with you. Bye-bye.